From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10, powered by Amrita University, Puric and Lupizine Plus.
Ladies and gentlemen, caste. New India has moved away from caste. But the same political sections are now reviving the demand for a caste census, claiming there's going to be social benefit. But can caste identity become the focus again? Coup your take, but before that, let me tell you one thing. If there is one thing that is still pulling India back, it is caste. Now let's debate.
11:15 a.m., 7th August. The Prime Minister said this.
कोरोना से उपजे संकट से निपटने के लिए भारत ने अपनी रणनीति में गरीब को सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता दी। प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना हो या फिर प्रधानमंत्री गरीब कल्याण रोजगार योजना, पहले दिन से ही गरीबों और श्रमिकों के भोजन और रोजगार की चिंता की गई।
1:30 p.m., 10th August. Prime Minister Modi launched the Ujjwala Scheme 2.0 and said this.
बीते 7.5 दशकों की प्रगति को हम देखते हैं तो हमें जरूर लगता है कि कुछ स्थितियां, कुछ हालात ऐसे हैं जिनको कई दशक पहले बदला जा सकता था।
But a parallel debate demanding a caste census has emerged. To take the lead, the Samajwadi Party is demanding a caste census.
हम सब स्वीकार कर रहे हैं, सदन के जितने भी सदस्य हैं, ये भी अच्छा है कि स्टेट्स को मौका मिल रहा है, वो अपने आप फैसला ले सकते हैं किन जातियों को ओबीसी में शामिल करना है। लेकिन आरक्षण जो सबसे मूल भावना रही मंडल कमीशन की, उससे खिलवाड़ कर रहे हैं। कौन नहीं चाहता जाति जनगणना हो? तो जाति के आधार पर जो कास्ट सेंसस है, उसके जो आंकड़े हैं कम से कम जारी होने चाहिए।
मंडल आयोग की सिफारिशों को लागू करने के लिए समाजवादी पार्टी के पिछड़े प्रकोष्ठ की तरफ से आज प्रदर्शन किया जा रहा है। 7 अगस्त 1990 के जो मंडल कमीशन की रिपोर्ट थी, उसको लागू किया जाए, उसकी घोषणा की जाए। इसके साथ ही साथ जातिगत जनगणना करवाने को लेकर के भी उनकी डिमांड है। उनका कहना है कि जातिगत जनगणना हो।
Nitish Kumar has iterated the demand.
देखिए, अगर जो जाति आधारित जनगणना एक बार भी कम से कम करा देंगे तो एक एक चीज की जानकारी होगी पूरे देश के अंतर्गत, कहाँ कौन जाति, किस जाति की क्या स्थिति है, और उसको लेकर के जो विकास की योजनाएं बनाते हैं उसका लाभ सबों को मिलेगा, और ये किसी के लिए नहीं, सबों के हित में है।
Tejashwi Yadav called for a caste-based census 10 days ago.
मुख्यमंत्री जी से जब बात हुई तो मुख्यमंत्री जी ने कहा कि हम इसके पक्षधर हैं और आज उनको दिल्ली जाना है। दिल्ली से लौटेंगे तो वो 2 तारीख को जो है वो भी चिट्ठी लिख करके प्रधानमंत्री जी को मिलने का समय मांगेंगे। और ये भी हमने कहा दूसरे प्रस्ताव में, अगर मिलने का समय नहीं मिल पाता है तो इसमें हमने उदाहरण भी दिया कि जैसे कर्नाटका राज्य ने अपने खर्च पर गिनती जनगणना कराई है, तो आप बिहार सरकार भी घोषणा करें कराने की।
Congress party has made releasing data of a caste-based census a rallying cry.
ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅದು 2.5 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು, ರಿಪೋರ್ಟು ತಯಾರಾಗಿ ತಗೋತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಕಾರ. ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಮಂಡಿಸೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಜಾರಿ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಹಾಂ,
ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ತಗೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಭಯ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್.
But is a caste census simply beneficial data collection, or is it a tool to revive and redefine New India based on caste identity?
The Government of India has made it clear through a written reply in Parliament that as a matter of policy, it has decided to not opt for a caste-based census except for SCs and STs.
So can India in the 21st century, aspiring to be a superpower, 74 years after independence, be defined by caste? Or is it an anachronism in New India? Let's debate.
Rahul Ishwar, Abhishek Sudhir, Suresh Mane and Syed Abbas are on one side tonight. They are against saying no to caste. They believe caste must be here forever. They believe reservations must be here forever. And they believe, most shockingly, Sandeep Ghosh, a political commentator, Swati Goyal Sharma, journalist at Swaraj, Captain Alok Bansal, Director, India Foundation, and Guru Prakash Paswan of the BJP. Those who are against you shockingly believe that even 100 years from now, India must be defined by its caste identity. You know, I don't know how to fathom this, that this is your regressive thinking. So, Suresh Mane, I want to start with you.
Well, can I come in and help you fathom it?
And I'm told it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. But I want to ask you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Arnab.
Would you... It's my... Thank you. Would you define our Olympic superstars by their caste? And why should, for example, any athlete or any army officer or Air Force pilot, Olympian, doctor, why should any of these people define who they are via their caste? I think it's a complete violation. I think nobody, young India does not want to identify themselves vis-a-vis their caste. You may want it. Suresh Mane?
Yes.
Abhishek Sudhir probably wants it. But I don't think any young Indian, anybody from the new generation wants to be defined by their caste anymore. I don't think so. Yes. Okay, Suresh Mane is opening tonight.
Arnab.
Yes, Suresh Mane.
Yes, Arnab, I'm coming. Arnab, all Olympians who have won the medal and honor for this great land, the great country, they need not to be identified in their own caste identity. But my simple question is, why the Vandana Kataria's house was attacked by the few anti-social elements? Why she was segregated and abused in the name of the caste? And this news is widely published throughout the country in all national, international medias. So why Vandana Kataria was separated and attacked in the name of the caste identity? That is the question number one. Number two, those who speak and advocate for the caste annihilation, whether they work for any agenda of the caste annihilation, that's the big question. And thirdly, my political answer is, in August 2018, why the Rajnath Singh ji, then Home Minister, he announced that the BJP government in Delhi will go for the OBC caste census. Then he turned down.
No, don't tell me what politicians say. Don't tell me what politicians say.
Okay.
No, don't tell me what politicians say. I'll get Swati on the other side. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what politicians say. I'll give you a simple. We want to be a great nation. My answer to you is. My answer to you is, Dr. Suresh Mane. We want to be a great nation. And I believe we cannot be a great nation if there is going to be a caste color for every issue. In any case, what you are suggesting is a violation of every citizen's fundamental rights.
Agree.
What you are suggesting is a gross illegality.
No, it is...
Gross illegality. And Swati is on the debate. I'm going to come in a minute. Swati.
Yes, Arnab, please start by clarifying a few points on the Vandana Kataria case. It's not black and white as the person who was speaking before me just put. There have been, today BBC has also...
Should I lead the evidence? Should I lead the evidence? I'm a lawyer by profession. Should I lead the evidence?
No, please wait. You will cite...
I'm a lawyer by profession then.
Okay, I won't waste this debate's time by harping on the case, Vandana Kataria, but please let me tell you that basically the girl's brother, Vandana's brother is also... has also said that no, there were no, caste towards them, and the two families had been in a feud for a long time. There have been rivals, living in the same colony, but there have been problems for a long time. I'm not denying caste. I've done a lot of caste-based atrocities. I've covered a lot of them, helped also a lot of victims. But I'm saying please don't cite this case because this is still disputed. I'll come to the issue which is being debated here. I think this caste-based census is a step in the backward direction, and it's a step that's a recipe for chaos. This reiteration of demand for a caste-based census, which also keeps happening from time to time, it has come from regional parties, which are mostly headed by caste leaders. So, see, the Constitution of India calls for equality of all citizens, and with special provisions for SC and ST communities, because there was a historical and social marginalization of the communities. They identified it, and this is how it was framed. So after independence, India has decided as a matter of policy that they won't enumerate caste-based population other than SCs and STs. So now, what happens?
No, caste-based reservations are a violation of fundamental rights. Swati, let me tell you one thing, and this is what people like. This is what people like Suresh Mane will not like. But if anybody has any legal understanding or let me say a slightly evolved constitutional understanding, then they will have to accept tonight on my program. And Sandeep is welcome on the program along with Abhishek Sudhir. Everybody can come in actually, but before I come to the issue of reservations, before Abhishek, allow me, don't be over enthusiastic. Don't be like Carl Lewis on steroids. Just wait a minute. My question to you is, by this logic,
Article 15 Clause 4
by this logic, allow me, Abhishek, allow me. We say in this country, we should have the next Elon Musk. Right? Should Elon Musk, while selecting his 4-member astronaut team to the International Space Station, have said, I will take someone from the indigenous Native American community, one Latino American, one from the Hispanic community? Should he talk like that? Should our 288-strong contingent to the Tokyo Olympics have had OBC, SC, ST and Anglo-Indian community reservations? 1 minute, a minute. I have an edge over you on the debate.
How many news anchors
No. Historical wrong.
How many news anchors are tribals? 3 out of 4 news anchors are upper caste. 106 out of 121 managerial positions in the English and Hindi media are held by upper caste people. Not a single Dalit is in a managerial position at a major media house.
If you do a caste-based
So 1 minute. No, 1 minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. No, 1 minute. Just a minute. Therefore, Abhishek, 1 minute. Abhishek, 1 minute. 1 minute. A minute. Abhishek, don't. Abhishek, listen. Abhishek, now that's interesting, viewers. He has done a caste census of the media, right? He will do a caste census of lawyers.
Yes, I have.
He will do a caste census of sports persons. He will do a caste census of our hockey team. Like people in the past did a caste census of our martyrs. Shame on you. You will not leave anything out. I want Sandeep to come into the debate with Abhishek Sudhir. I say
two things,
I say caste is pulling our country down.
How many
Absolutely, even the British did away with it after 1931. And taking these 2 points, what Mr. Suresh Mane said, assuming without admitting that in the Kataria case, there was a caste slur done. That's precisely the reason why we should do away with caste distinctions. And what we are talking about, whether it's in corporate world, whether it's in media, etc. Why do we need to do the count of people?
You might be an upper caste.
No, this country has to go back.
But if
to
somebody
look at
reminds you every day
everybody
you're
as
a lower caste
Indian.
person, somebody says you don't deserve to exist,
whether it's a lower
somebody says
caste,
you
that
don't
is
deserve
where
to
we have
drink
to move
water,
away.
somebody
We don't
says you don't deserve to go to a
reinforce
temple,
it.
somebody
we
says
don't
I
reinforce
question your
it
right
by
to be
doing a
equal.
We moved well beyond that.
You want to deny them that?
No, we have to. And there are these people, as
We
you are
have not,
saying, there
Mr.
are
Goswami.
politicians,
We have
political
not moved
parties
beyond it when a
who
national
do not
hero like
believe
Vandana Kataria is subjected to caste slurs and abuses.
court,
Imagine
they
the
don't
average
believe
Dalit,
in
the amount of
casting
abuse
votes,
that
but
Dalit
they
has to
want to
endure on a
vote
daily
caste.
basis.
And that is the difference we have to move away. We are talking of a democracy where people, all Indians, cast their
we
vote.
know all of
They
you.
don't
You
vote
want to
their
rise above
caste.
caste so you can divide us on the basis of religion. That is your grand plan.
No, that
No,
is
this is
everywhere
this. You have no
been trying
social
to-
commitment when you say that. No, 1 minute, a minute. Let me tell you, Abhishek, and Abhishek, you
I am
hear
a
me because
constitutional
you have a
lawyer.
problem, and I'll tell you
Article
what your
15
problem
clause
is.
4
When you
of the
realize
Constitution
that,
of
somebody
India
has a superior
has the
argument,
power to grant
you believe that you just need to drone on and on over the other person, and that you will be able to disguise the fact that you don't have a qualitatively better argument. If you don't have a qualitatively better argument, you don't need to give me background music. You can say, I can't argue with you, or you can say, B, I'm not prepared on facts, but don't speak over someone else. Now I'll tell you one thing. And I was saying this. You know today, Alok Bansal, why people like Abhishek Sudhir are nervous? Because they know, A, this country has moved beyond caste. Should Ravi Dahiya, who brought the silver to India in wrestling, be defined by his caste or his achievements? Should Lovelina Borgohain, who secured a bronze medal, be defined by her caste or her achievements? No. There are fundamental issues here. And the other thing is, I genuinely feel it's a disgrace. And there is only a political reason for it. And I'll close with this.
I think today's youngsters...
Discrimination. 1 minute. Discrimination today on economic reasons, on issues of race, on any issues, discrimination should be fought. But discrimination is not only on the basis of your caste. The best way to get over the discrimination is to eliminate caste altogether. But you won't allow that, you see, Abhishek. You won't allow that.
Absolutely.
You hold on to it.
No,
because the moment caste goes, what will your political parties do? What will the Samajwadi Party do if it cannot have the entire state divided on the basis of caste in the preparation for the next elections? That's the reality. And Alok is on the debate. I've said it. You don't want nationalism to thrive in this country. You want casteism to thrive.
Want to accentuate the
Alok is on the
identity of
debate.
caste. They want to go for census so as to accentuate the caste identity. The aim should be to obliterate caste. We should go for a casteless society. In fact, after partition in 1947, the founders of the India decided that there will be no more caste-based census except for SCs and STs, because we had seen how the Britishers divided it. Britishers indulged in caste-based census.
How are you going to give
Now
reservations
today,
if you
after
don't have
7
the right
decades,
data?
they want to do... Today, urban youth does not identify by caste. There are so many intercaste marriages. You want to give them a caste identity? You are forcing a youth to assume an identity, which it doesn't want.
Youth. I was born in 1986. I don't
So
identify
maybe there
by
are some
caste, but if
exceptions like
victimize
you
people on
who
the
want a
basis of
caste-based
caste, you
identity,
cannot deny
but
them
most of the youth
benefits
do
of
not want
reservation.
caste-based identity. There are intercaste marriages taking place. Their children, why do you want
You don't have
them
a
to assume
caste-based
a caste?
identity, change your
There is a
surname.
vast
I know
majority
your
of the
caste by your
population which
surname.
want
Change
to
your
move
surname.
away from these divisions of caste,
I know
etc.
your caste by your
All
surname,
Indians
change it.
are nationals. Let's consider all of them as equals. And I think a time has come when we should get away from all these issues. And we should strive to create a society where there are no divisions.
Yes.
By
Thousands and
actually
thousands of years
counting
of
them.
discrimination, half a century of reservation is enough to undo thousands of years of discrimination.
I'm not talking about reservations. I'm talking about why are you accentuating the identity? By forcing a caste-based census, you are asking an individual
My
to define
friend,
his
how
caste,
are you going to grant
whereas he may not
reservations
want
if you
a
don't
caste.
have a caste census?
No,
In
there is
Maharashtra, the
no need for a
Marathas want
caste.
reservation.
Today,
In
a
Haryana,
large
the Jats
chunk
want
of
reservation.
population does
We
not
don't know the
want
numbers
caste.
of the Marathas. We don't know
Today's
the numbers of the
urban
Jats.
youth,
We
today's
don't know
youth
their
does not want
occupation.
caste.
We
The-
don't know
the
Politicians
political
like
class.
you who are superimposing
The political
caste on
class-
them.
Educational backwardness if we don't have their numbers, if we don't do a caste-based census.
Why do you need their numbers? Those people do not want
Syed
to define
Abbas,
themselves
Syed
by
Abbas
caste.
and Syed Abbas and
Why do
Guru
you want
Prakash
to
Paswan on the
superimpose
debate.
caste on them?
Syed Abbas.
You wouldn't want
No, no.
reservation.
A
Because
fact
you
is,
belong to the upper caste.
fact
You belong
is,
to
you
the
are
upper
defying the
caste.
Supreme Court.
Yeah, so we know.
You are defying the Supreme Court. A minute. You are defying the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, what did it say in 1951? The Supreme Court in 1951 said reservation is a violation of fundamental rights. The Supreme Court said it. Reservation is a violation of fundamental rights. In 2020, Supreme Court gave on twice it said there is no fundamental right to reservation. There is no fundamental right to reservation.
On the 7th of August, Arnab, when Neeraj Chopra won the gold medal for India, it was goosebumps for 1.3 billion Indians. I only know one thing, that Neeraj Chopra is
So
an
should he
Indian.
be defined by his caste or his achievement? I'm asking you.
Allow me, Arnab, allow me 30 seconds. Lavleena, PV Sindhu, the Indians men hockey team, all of them, we know they are Indians. But the real question, Arnab, is to the Bharatiya Janata Party. I come from the land of Karnataka, and let me tell you quick facts. Why did
Guru Paswan
Yediyurappa move away and they brought the Lingayat caste card? They brought in yet again, they played the caste politics. Why? 16% of the Karnataka
Forget your politics, what you as political parties do, I don't care about it. I'm talking about the younger generation of people in this country.
So,
I'm saying you're letting down the younger generation, simple. I don't care what political parties do, you keep competing with each other on these antediluvian principles. I'm not stopping you.
It is, Arnab.
Ask a youngster in this country, do you want to be identified by your caste? Ask a youngster, 1 minute. Abhishek, ask a youngster. Ask, you say you're born in 1986, ask someone born in 86, 87, 1996, 1976, anyone, ask anyone tonight. Ask anyone, you want to be defined by your caste, we don't. We don't. Abhishek Sudhir is on the debate with Guru Prakash Paswan. You may want to be identified by your caste, we don't. Yes, Rahul Ishwar, why are you shouting? Rahul Ishwar, what are you saying? Rahul Ishwar, and finally I'll go to Guru Prakash Paswan.
Arnabji,
Rahul
there is
Ishwar.
a difference between caste and casteism. As you rightly said, casteism may be the ghost of the past century.
No, there
but
isn't.
There are some ground
Without
realities. that we need
caste,
to
there's no
correct.
casteism.
There are some ground realities. We need
Outrageous
to
comment. There's a difference between caste and casteism.
Need some kind
Outrageous.
of structural assistance.
Outrageous.
That's the reason why we need. It is not about having a superior
Outrageous.
argument. It's understanding Indian ground realities. And there are many sections of OBCs, our backward communities, which need structural help. It's very easy to be dismissive, but it's a very layered debate. It's a nuanced debate. The truth lies in shades of grey. It's not a binary debate saying that Olympics should be, seen with a caste prism. Nobody would do that. At the same point of time, going to villages, going to India, real India, when you go to backward communities, they need structural help, and this is something we cannot ignore. Yes, we are all beyond casteism, but there are some realities of caste that
structural help in 1931 and structural help. Allow me. 1 minute. Now, Rahul, you have to listen to me. Rahul, you have to listen to me. Now, wait a minute. I'll get Guru Prakash Paswan, who's very unnaturally sedate on the program, to come in, but I'll tell you one thing. Structural help. Great! Structural help in 1931, structural help in 2021 cannot be the same. Even without a caste census, the government has made the National Commission for Backward Class a constitutional body to make recommendations on the socio-economic development of such classes. You don't need a caste census for that. The claim is that the last caste census was carried out when in 1931. There is a need to update the census for the benefit of backward communities. I say today, you please have a census. But in the census, you ask the people. It is optional. Ask the people. I also do a census on how many Indians want to be defined by their caste. Do that. You'll get a fitting reply. People like Abhishek Sudhir will get a fitting reply. Ask the people, do you want to be defined by your caste? Abhishek Sudhir wants to be defined by his caste.
Ask them.
Ask the people.
Ask
them.
That's what I'm saying. Ask
them. They will tell you which generation and which century were you born in. Guru Prakash Paswan is on the debate. I'm coming to you, Suresh Mane. Guru Prakash Paswan. Guru Prakash Paswan first, then Suresh Mane.
Arnab we have to understand, Arnab ji, it's very important for us to have a perspective. It's very important for us to have a perspective. Why is no one on the panel talking about financial untouchability that was there in this country before 2014? How many in the panel know that there are 42 crore bank accounts now after 2014? There was prevalent financial untouchability. There are poor people in every caste and community. Which government first introduced reservation for economically weaker section, regardless of which caste he or she is? I want to ask them today. When our government, when the Honorable Prime Minister says Antyoday, Pankti mein khade antim vyakti ka kalyan, sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka vishwas, that's very important. Everyone, poor people are everywhere. Upper caste are poor as well. Why are no one talking about them? And all of a sudden, my friends on the panel, they're talking about the case of Vandana Kataria ji in Uttarakhand. Why are they silent on Rajasthan? Highest number of rapes against Dalit. Highest number of crimes against backward communities in Rajasthan, in Chhattisgarh, but they will show this selective outrage.
Don't bring me the BJP Congress argument.
And that's what Baba Sahib Ambedkar said, that as long as you keep identifying people based on caste, the casteism will continue. So if you actually have to create a classless egalitarian society, you have to eliminate this brand called caste, which many politicians are thriving on, because they believe in dividing the society, counting the people on the basis of their caste and perpetuating their vote bank. Whereas what we need, if India has to progress and be the world-class power, it has to be an egalitarian society without any caste, without any divisions, where each people are recognized on the basis of their merit rather than on the
Rahul
basis
Ishwar
of
is also on. Rahul Ishwar is on.
caste.
Rahul is back.
And
Rahul
that's
is
why
back
the
with.
census
Let me bring
on the
Rahul
basis
back.
of
Rahul,
caste
listen.
is actually a grave
There are two
error
approaches
if
to
it comes through.
Sir, please, there are two approaches to it. One, as you rightly said, Ambedkar ji's way, when he said annihilation of caste, there is a Gandhian path of harmonization of caste and communities. We have to be realistic. It is easy to say great principles that don't work on ground. Yes, we are all beyond casteism and we are all
under
against
the garb
casteism.
of being
But at the
realistic,
same
you
point
have
of
to go
time,
against
there are
what they
huge number of
propagated,
people
and you
who
want
are
to
socially
perpetuate casteism
underprivileged,
in perpetuity. So, do you have a plan for eliminating caste, or you want to live with this menace of casteism for 100 years?
Side of us, on the right. They don't have a plan.
Start with the ruling party.
Okay.
Arnab,
Okay.
let's
So
start
one
the
minute.
annihilation of
At what
caste.
point?
Arnab, kindly allow me 30 seconds, please. Let's start the annihilation of caste with the Bharatiya Janata Party, who gives
Swati.
ticket here in Karnataka based on
Why
caste.
are we getting
Why did they
politics
get
into it? It is
Guru
not about
Prakash.
politics party. I am not a member of any political party. It's a debate on caste-based census. So why are you getting political parties into it?
8 out of 20 chief ministers of Karnataka have been Lingayat.
We are not discussing BJP or Congress, my friend. We are discussing caste-based reservation.
The question is, the question is, some things cannot last forever. And Sandeep is on. Sandeep is on, and a very, very on the back foot. Abhishek Sudhir is on today, because we have so much logic going with us. And we have the logic, Sandeep, of the Supreme Court of India. What did the Supreme Court say? What did the Supreme Court say? I thought someone told me Abhishek is a trained lawyer, but I have my doubts now, because he has come unprepared in law on the program. And I am compelled to expose him. Does Abhishek know what Chief Justice KG Balakrishnan said in 2007? If he knows, I would like to request him to check whether he is well prepared. What did the Constitution Bench, headed by Chief Justice KG Balakrishnan, what did it say on the issue of perpetuation of caste-based reservations in 2007? Please tell me. What did it say?
Let him say.
What did the Chief Justice then say in 2007?
The Supreme Court of India has asked for a caste-based census. The Supreme Court has repeatedly asked for a caste-based census. They are saying, on what data are you giving Marathas reservation? On what data are you giving the Jats reservation? They want caste-based data.
They have not asked for a caste-based census. No, I'm sorry. They have not defined a caste-based census. Don't misquote the court. In fact, I'll tell you, Abhishek, what you're doing is a grave error, and I caution you from doing it, because what the court did say in 2007. No, I'm sorry. I can see that you have no respect for the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said reservation will have to stop someday. After some time, it has to come to an end. Because if it is perpetual, then the object is defeated. It is an enabling provision. Yeah, so when is that someday?
70 years you don't get a
Are
Sunday
you
and you are
contending
going to get
here
Sunday
that the
tomorrow?
Dalits have been uplifted? Are you contending that the depressed classes have been uplifted, Mr. Goswami? Is that your contention?
I am contending here simply. I am simply contending here that your argument is foolish, where you say if people have been discriminated for thousands of years, we should have reverse discrimination, or we should have quotas or reservations for thousands of years. My contention is that you reduce all reservations to economic grounds.
Being discriminated
Simple.
against?
Bring it on economic grounds.
Weaker sections have been given reservations. So where is the question of discrimination?
Judiciary don't permit. Arnab,
No, what I'm saying, that was a rhetorical point. I'm saying bring down all reservations to economic grounds. Why are you worried about economic grounds? 1 minute, Suresh Mane, why are you nervous about economic grounds? I'm telling you one thing. I'm telling you, Suresh Mane, bring all reservations down to economic grounds. Let us have only economic-based reservations.
Allow me.
Why will you not allow economic-based reservations? You tell me. Why are you against? No, why are you against? Because if there is a very super rich member of the backward classes or the backward castes, why should that person be entitled to reservations?
Arnab, listen.
No. Are you saying economic grounds have no consideration? Are you saying economic grounds? Are you not pro-poor? Are you anti-poor? Are you anti the poor people of this country? The deserving and poor people of this country should not get reservations? Why? No. Why do you have this view? Why don't you believe? Why don't you believe? Why don't you believe that everything should be based on economic criteria?
Arnab, wait for the answer.
Why are you anti-poor?
Arnab.
No, but why are you anti-poor?
No, Arnab, you asked the same question.
But why are you anti the poor people of this country?
In 1992, they have struck down 10% reservation on economic basis. Supreme Court has struck down in the Mandal judgment.
Well, anyway, I'll say to you,
Supreme Court has
Suresh
struck
Mane,
down the 10%
the only way to remove casteism is to remove caste. Caste pulls the country down. Think of the future generations. This country will be a superpower. We don't need caste in a superpower.